guys, remember I told you that I was gonna be interviewing the greatest, the best, where you need to be in Fairfax County, Virginia area. Let me tell you, I've been coming to the gym for about a year, and I used to hear this music, and people used to be lined up at the door, and I'm like, because you know, in Florida, I used to go to my girl, I'm gonna put her up here, I used to go to her class, and if you ain't doing hip hop fitness like her, I was like, I'm not going, because it's gonna be lame. But one day, I just like, well, let me go in here, and it was like, oh, I was in the back getting it. So I just was like, I need y'all to move. This is what it's about. It's fun. And let me just introduce you to Calvin, and he's gonna answer a few questions for us. And thank you for those of you who sent questions. Some of them I'm not asking, okay? So, first and foremost, Calvin, I want you to introduce yourself, and then I want you to tell the people, first of all, how in the world did you just step into fitness? What is that all about? So go ahead, let me get out of here.
Hi everyone, my name is Calvin, Calvin Jones, and I teach fitness classes and do personal training. As fitness sort of found me, it wasn't really something that I was looking for. I moved up here after a death in the family, and was just looking for a career change for my last job. And I started coming to this gym and met another Zumba instructor whose name is Lourdes Giovanni. She wound up being my Zumba mentor, but I started coming to the gym and she asked me to come to her Zumba class, and I said yes, and I didn't show up. And the next time I saw her, she told me that I wasn't a man of my word, and that sort of sunk deep. It was like, she cut me deep. And I made it a point, because this is just the kind of guy I am, I made it a point to go to every single one of her classes. So if it was Zumba, I was like the first one in the door. I was like, And she really poured into me, and that's really where my fitness journey began. I later became Zumba certified, and Zumba became Strong, Strong became Pump, Pump became personal training became a whole bunch of other different certifications and specializations. So.
What? Okay, so that makes sense. So I know a lot of you have those type of stories where you go in and then all of a sudden you get all excited and you have a mentor. So that's great, but you just rattled on some things that we don't understand.
Sorry, love.
Zumba turned into what?
Strong by Zumba. Strong by Zumba is a high intensity. It's the dark side of Zumba. It's not dancing at all. It's a hit class, high intensity interval tempo training. Each move goes to the music, so like it's Zumba in that instance, but it's a great calorie burn, full body hour workout, and you're not here to dance. You're here to squat, plank, push, kick. It's a really great class.
Okay, so then you said, so you do Zumba.
Yeah, I do body pump, which is a full body weight class. We work on every major muscle group. Lifting weights, and we work on technique and form. We do the rep effect, time under tension. I also do Insanity, P90X, PiYo, which is Pilates and yoga mix. Body combat, which is essentially like a cardio kickboxing class, cardio blast, cardio tag, which is thighs, abs, and glutes. I do morning boot camps, personal training. I have a certification in food nutrition specialization, a weight loss specialty certification, a corrective exercise, and a performance enhancement certification. So fitness is really something that I've grown to really just appreciate and want to see people do well. It's like recess every day for me. I don't feel like I get up and go to work. I feel like I get up and go to recess. And it's a really good feeling. It's really fun.
See, I told y'all he was amazing. Did you just hear all that stuff? I thought he was just Zumba. So we're going to go back to Zumba, but I'm just saying I'm going to have all his stuff over here. So if you need personal fitness, if you're in the area, because I know some of y'all in the area, and y'all asked me about it at the job. I didn't know he did personal fitness, so that's amazing. And nutrition.
Yeah.
So them donuts at the job, thank you. So you answered all those questions, but I do want to know, so so Zumba sometimes can be very intimidating, because friends of mine say they don't want to go because they don't know how to get down with the get down. How do you make it not so intimidating for people that are coming into your class?
I think that it's about creating an atmosphere of just like fun. That's the one thing I like to do in my class. Like I walk in the door full of energy, and I just want to have a good time. And whether it's just a big hey happy Friday, or hey happy Monday, or whatever day of the class I'm teaching, or what's up Zumba, and really making a connection. When I was younger, I got this acronym that stands for MAGIC: make a connection, ask questions, give suggestions, and inspire people to come back and then celebrate the win. And we sort of just have to celebrate each class, and that's really what I do. I just bring a little magic to Zumba each class, and they sort of give me the same magic back, and it just becomes a party. At the end of the day, it's just dancing. So I tell everybody, like, I have 2 left feet myself, to be honest with you. But just move to the music and have fun. And I may not be your Zumba instructor of choice, but we have great ones here in this facility that I work at, and then all over this area. But you know, it's just enjoy the dance, and the more you come, you're bound to have one song in my class that you like. Even if you have to wait a whole hour to get one song, you're gonna get that song. I'm gonna see you extra groove, but I'm gonna groove with you, and we're gonna have a good time.
Okay, and that is so true. I wanted to say, because this is the only class that I've been to where there is a break, and you gotta like meet the people. You know how you go to church and they be like, all right, we about to break, and I was like, oh my God. But it just made us feel like we were a community. So, you know, all us missing steps, but it was okay because we had that little break and we met people. It was so fun. And then even at the end, he mixed it up. We're a little apprehensive at first, but he tells us to move and it's okay. So that's what makes this class so exciting. So I'm gonna need you to get out, and if your Zumba instructor doesn't do that, you might want to mention that it is nice to create that atmosphere in that community of people who want to get down. So another question was, you know, how many calories can we burn? Because it's the summertime. We trying to slim down, we trying to get tight. I want to know, what can we expect when we have goals?
I think that, and if you're using my Zumba class as a model, I think that you can get a solid burn between in the hour, maybe 300 to maybe 800. I've had some who get a little bit over 800, 850 calories in the hour. I make sure to incorporate fitness. Zumba at the end of the day is dance fitness. Yes, we're gonna salsa, bachata, merengue, cumbia, reggaeton. We're gonna have all the formats that Zumba requires. We're gonna do it with a fitness twist. And I wanna make sure that, you know, you came in here, come to my class, and you have a good time, you get your workout, because that's why you're coming. You're coming to dance and work out. And I wanna make sure that you see, and I also like the fitness aspect of everything I'm doing, so I have to make sure that I'm not just showing you my salsa hips, but we got a couple knee raises in there, a couple squats, or a couple front and back taps, so just to spice it up.
I want to say it because that's also what I like. Because all this, you know, because I got left feet and two right feet at the same time. But he's doing squats, you know, a little twerk there. And it's amazing. You get your abs. So he does mix up all these other things that he talked about in his class. So Zumba instructors, you don't always have to do like this. Another question came in about the fingers. You know, why don't you use a mic? I'll have to say it for Calvin. He does both sometimes. But what is it with Zumba where you're supposed to...
So Zumba is a non-verbal class. It's supposed to be all cueing and all pre-cueing movements. So it's supposed to be music-led in the sense that the music is sort of driving you, and the moves are created in a pattern for the student or the member to get. So in any of my songs, it's really like either maybe 4 or 5 or 3 or 4, between 3 and 5 moves that we do, and they just sort of repeat. And I sort of like how I introduce each move was like 1 low, just to be a little like really soft, really low, like very instructional, 1, 2, and then I sort of add a little bit more fun the second time we get it, a little less cueing on the first 2, and then on the third time when we get to the last portion of the song, there's no cueing, it's all fun, and we just sort of add our own personal flavor to it. But essentially Zumba is it's all cueing, and moves are talked via hand sign, and it's supposed to help guide the students through their class and through the workout.
Okay. See, I told y'all it wasn't that serious. And you know, if you're not following, because sometimes, I don't know who it is, he has these people in the front that are always there, and I'll be watching them sometimes, and Cal will be moving around, and I'm like, okay, instructing on the left, what we doing? But he always has people up front, they know the moves, so we are able to still follow. So I just love that. So I hope that answered your questions. You know, they're not supposed to be talking. But sometimes he'll talk, but we just can't get it. The fingers, we just can't get it. So I'm so excited that I got to talk to him and introduce him to y'all, because he is bomb. So do you do, you know, for my people out there in South Carolina, Columbia,
South Carolina, Beaufort.
Yeah, so do you do online personal training? Like they could contact you?
I used to do virtual training. I do have groups available for it. In my experience, they've never really lasted very long, because like I'm really good at like annoying you. So like if you want to sign up for a virtual training, you got the right guy, because I'm going to email you every day. I'm going to text you like, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? What you eat? What you eat? What you eat? And Calvin can be sort of like 1,000 sometimes. I go from 0 to 1,000 real quick.
Some people need that. Some people need that. So you heard it right here. So contact him if you know you need a personal trainer or a nutritionist and you need to get it tight. He got you, and he will be in your inbox calling you. You have to block his number. So that's okay. And you will see him in the future. But last things, because a lot of you all are actually interested in certification. You know, you want to get moving, just like he had a mentor to bring him in. So what advice would you give people that are really interested in getting into Zumba instruction?
If Zumba's your class or your format of choice, I say just do it. There's no time like the present. It is a format that is, the one thing I love about it is accepting of everybody and all fitness levels. There's always somebody's own personal style they can put on a Zumba class. So come and do it. Fortunately, the certification is only a day long, about 8 hours, which is work day, but it's educational. They show you the basic steps, how to salsa correctly, how to build your format of your class, make sure you have the appropriate music, merengue, cumbia, make sure you're hitting all your fundamental steps down. You leave out there feeling like you're a Zumba instructor that can be successful, and that's unfortunately what I have been since I've gone to my training. But 8-hour day. We have great Zumba, they're called Zumba Education Specialists, ZES, who come and lead these trainings. There are different sort of coupons and deals that come out. So if you want to find like a little deal that's for your area, please go to Zumba.com and go to Find My Training, Zumba.com, and then on the page will say Find Training in your area, and that'll sort of walk you through how to get signed up. And hopefully there are different blocks at different times. So the earlier you sign up, the better. It takes a little bit off. The closer to your date, there's a little bit more fees associated with it. So, but there's always like a code going around. You can ask me. I get codes often via my email. I'm happy, and if you want to drop your information, I'll leave my information with you here, so that way I can just go ahead and outright give you a code, because I always get some codes and some sub emails out there. So it'll be great. Yeah. We're always looking for more instructors coming to the family.
Okay. You heard it right here, Shanti Beachbody. Here come the next 40 Cal Fitness. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you. Tell them your social media, 40 Cal Fitness.
40CALFITNESS LLC. That's me.
Hey, what's up? I told y'all.